as a lot of you know who follow my channel, you know, I've owned a couple of Italian motorcycles. I thought I'd give them a try because everybody said the Italian motorcycles are so amazing. They have more character than the Japanese bikes. So I said, you know what? I'm going to try a Ducati and an Aprilia. So as a lot of you know, I owned a 2016 Ducati XDiavel S, which was an absolutely amazing bike. And I'm actually thinking about getting another one, man, because it was so amazing. And also, I just recently sold a 2017 Aprilia Tuono V4 1100 factory, both Italian bikes, which that bike was an awesome bike as well, but you know, overkill for the streets. My opinion, the XDiavel S was better for the streets because it had a ton of bottom end power, comfortable, and just amazing bike. The Tuono is for the track and a little of the street, but mainly for the track. That's where you're going to have proper fun on that bike. But you know what, guys? I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why you should avoid Italian motorcycles.
Let's go for a ride. You are watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today. Continue to leave video suggestions, but you may find what you're looking for by visiting my website at CycleCruza.com and click on the menu tab My Videos. And those are a bunch of playlists with all of my videos categorized in them to make it easier for you to navigate through.
I keep preaching over and over how I believe this is the most awesome bike that I've had thus far. Out of all the different bikes I've had over like the last 8 years or so, this is the most fun. This 2019 Yamaha YZ450FX that I converted to a street legal supermoto. I did a build series on that, by the way. I'll include a link in the description and comment section of this video. Absolutely amazing. This thing is a torque monster. Lightweight, only weighs 265 pounds. A wheelie machine. Go off-road. You can fly around corners. It's amazing bike. You can beat on it. Cheap to replace the plastics, but I can go on and on about that. But anyways, getting to the Italian motorcycles. First off, for those of you guys who want to get my gear, like these amazing Cortec gauntlet gloves, my heated gloves that I have in my backpack, my this airbag vest has helped keeping me safe out there on the streets. I highly recommend everybody get one, guys. This ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet, amazing. Dainese winter jacket, camel pants, all my gear. I always include links in the description and comment section of my videos. Yeah, awesome bike, man. But I tell you guys, I'll take this bike over any of the Italian motorcycles. All right, let me get out. I had to be careful right now because there's a lot of cops out here, man. Ah, I love this bike. Torque monster. Number 5. I will tell you guys that Italian motorcycles are too sexy. I know some of you guys are thinking, CycleCruza, man, that's a pro. That ain't no con, brother. It could be a con. It's a con for me, man. I'll tell you that, because every time I pull in a gas station with either that Tuono or especially Ducati XDiavel, man, that thing, oh my gosh, there was always, nearly every time somebody came up to me and asked me what bike that was, and sat there and wanted to have conversations. I'm like, it was cool at first. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I like the respect and admiration for the bike, but after a while I was getting sick of it, man. I was like, dude, I just want to go ride. Leave me alone. I don't want to sit here for a 15-20 minute conversation about my bike, man. It gets redundant, and it was, don't get me. Now, a lot of you guys will love that. A lot of you guys love that, man. Is that a cop? That's a cop. Oh, that's a police station. Duh. Rolling right into the police station, man. I was about to bust a wheelie up in here. Oh, man. That would have been dumb. But yeah, the Italian bikes are just too dang sexy. All of them, man. All of them are amazing bikes. Don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on Italian bikes or the companies or anything. You know, I am kind of low-key hating on Aprilia. I'll get to them in a minute, man. But I tell you that nearly all of the Italian bikes, they know how to make good looking bikes, and they make them fast and with character. I'll give them that, man. But anyways, number 4. Yeah, now we can rip. I love this bike, man. The torque just grabs your soul. Makes me all kinds of happy up in here. Woo! But anyways, yeah, number 4 is the lack of dealers. You know, one thing I hated about it, you know, at my Aprilia, there's only one dealer around here, which I have to appreciate that, because a lot of you guys don't have any dealers. I think in the state of Ohio, I think there's only like 2 dealers. And the guy that bought my bike, he said the closest dealer to him is like 4 hours away in Texas. And so that's the drawback. And Ducati, I thought about buying another Ducati XDiavel because I love it so, and get one in white. But we don't even have a Ducati dealer in Ohio anymore, Northeast Ohio. That Northeast Ducati, it closed down, man. And they haven't replaced it, and the closest one is out in Columbus, and I just don't feel like rolling about 2.5 to 3 hours out to Columbus, man. Especially every time I have to take the bike in to get, you know, get fixed or service or whatever, or recall work. So that's a huge drawback, man. I tell you, that's what's really awesome about the Japanese dealerships, is they are everywhere, man, everywhere. I love that. And in Japanese the bikes, you don't have to worry about the reliability. You ain't gonna have no problems. You know, and that brings me to number 3. You know, reason why you should avoid Italian motorcycles is sketchy reliability. You know, that's why I got the Yamaha, because I tell you, these Yamahas and the Japanese bikes, you can count on the reliability. Like I said, with the Italian motorcycles, sketchy reliability, even though from my experience, I had the only problem I had with the Aprilia Tuono, as a lot of you know, that I've chronicled in my videos for that bike, is that when I first got it, the very first ride, it went into limp mode, and it stuttered and shook, and then it cut off, and it kept doing that. God, this is bull, man. I was so pissed off because I thought I got a lemon, man. That's the only bike that ever did that to me. And I took it to the dealership, and they updated the software, tightened the cables, and it was good. I have a problem since. But the Ducati XDiavel, the rear brake went out, but they did take care of that, no charge. But I tell you, I've seen a lot of videos out there where people complain about reliability. And if you go look at Consumer Reports least reliable motorcycles, their list that they did a survey for all of the different, you know, motorcycle owners out there of the different brands, and they determined that Ducati's at the bottom of the list. Actually worse than Harley Davidson, man. And Aprilia's not even on the list, or Moto Guzzi wasn't even on the list, or any other you know, Italian motorcycle. At the top of the list, all Japanese, and then the rest. If you get crazy and beat on the Italian bikes, the Italian companies don't want to pay. They don't want to pay for warranty work, man. They'll try anything to get out of paying for warranty work. And I had experience with that Aprilia Tuono that I had 2017. I just got rid of. As I told you, I took it to the dealer because it went into limp mode. All that required was 1 hour of labor and no parts, guys. And you know what? It took Aprilia almost a week to get back to them on whether they would approve of the work for the bike. And you know what? They didn't approve of it, and the dealership just gave it to me. Can you believe that? You know, the bike was all stock, and that was a defect. Whatever happened, man, that was nothing that I did. That should have been covered under the warranty. And also, you know, the shipper that took my bike to take it to the new buyer out in Texas, that shipper, he told me that he picked up a bunch of Aprilia bikes from a dealership, and the dealership guy said, the owner said he wanted to he got rid of all the Aprilia bikes, and he cut his ties with Aprilia because he said he had nothing but problems with trying to get them to approve of warranty work. And I've heard that from so many people. And as far as Ducati, they're not that much better, to be honest with you. I took my XDiavel in because I got some damage on the belt, and that belt was supposed to be, you know, damn near bulletproof. And the belt guard they had actually encouraged rocks to hit up underneath it. And I had a little damage, and they refused to fix. They refused to replace the belt, man. They said if I wanted to replace it, $700. I was like, no thank you, man, I'll just ride with it. And then I ended up selling the bike. Oh, look at that rip, wow. Woo! See that rip? Tell you, this thing's got some power. So if you get an Italian motorcycle, I highly recommend that you be very careful with the bike. Don't get too crazy and beat on it, man. But that brings me to number one, is the part prices. Like I said, $700 for that belt, guys, for that XDiavel. That's crazy. You know, a fuel tank on that XDiavel is like, XDiavel, like over $3,000 for a price for that tank, man. Part prices and availability is bad for the Italian bikes, guys. You're going to pay through the nose, and I think you guys already know that and expect that you're going to be paying a lot for maintenance and parts, and the parts are not going to be so easy to come by like the Japanese parts. And that's a big that's a big con, especially for cheap people like me. Now if you're rich, it doesn't matter, but even if you're rich, nobody wants to wait around for over a month for the dealership to fix your bike, because they're waiting on parts and waiting for the company to approve of warranty work. So you have to take these things into consideration, man. But I know there's a lot of you guys out there that don't do a lot of miles on these fancy bikes, and you pretty much have them as showpieces in your garage or to ride around the neighborhood and look cool on your Italian motorcycle. And so it doesn't matter to you, and you probably won't have any problems if you ride your bike like that. So, but anyways, guys, you know, these things on this list shouldn't deter you from getting that sexy Italian motorcycle with all that power and character. I think everybody should experience the Italian motorcycles. They make amazing bikes. So I'm not totally hating, I'm just giving the cons, that's all. But hey guys, leave a comment below and share your experience with Italian motorcycles. So let's talk about it. Don't forget to subscribe to my All the One Motorcycle channel. Deuces.
Thumbs up. Check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.